Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. Hey, today I wanted to talk to you about new benefits for disabled veterans. So if that's something that you're looking for more information on, hit that thumbs up for me. Subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff helps put this information into the hands of others. So now that you filed your VA claim and it's went through the whole process and you got the CMP exam and you hopefully watched a bunch of video, mine or anybody's, I don't really care, as long as you get the information, right? So hopefully you watched some videos on how to prepare for that CMP exam. You utilize that schedule of ratings, and they came back and they said, you know what, we're awarding you exactly what you should be awarded, and you're happy with their decision, and now you have your rating with the VA, whatever that may be, right? Could be a 30%, could be a 70%, could be 100%, right? But now you have it. So the excitement of getting that first claim done and fully adjudicated with the VA is, well, it's exciting. You get this back pay check, which is nice. You're able to maybe hammer out some bills, or you're able to, purchase a bigger ticket item that you've been looking for. And now you have this monthly check rolling in, and things are feeling pretty good. What happens a lot of times is we will get lost in that kind of whirlwind of, man, this is great. Everything's kind of settled in. I have this monthly check. That's going to often we go, that's going to take care of this bill, and this bill. And that's kind of the mindset. And now you're just moving forward. So what I want you to do is really take a knee for a minute, right? Theoretically, take that knee. And what you need to do is you need to look for other benefits that are now open to you, new benefits that are open to you as a disabled veteran, whether you need them or not in some cases, right? In some cases, there might be something that you maybe you don't qualify for, maybe there's some sort of a financial thing tied to it or what have you, but you just knowing what's available, first of all, is important. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple different things. One, as a disabled veteran, you are now exempt from the VA funding fee when you do a VA home loan. So typically, when you do a VA home loan, they will charge a 1% VA funding fee. That 1% is of the loan amount. So if it's a $300,000 loan, then that's $3,000. If it's a $800,000 loan, then it's $8,000. So it's not chump change. Now, a little funny caveat here that's important to know is if your effective date of your VA status, right, your disability, if your effective date is prior to your loan funding, but it wasn't awarded until later, right, but your effective date was back here, you can contact your lender and let them know, hey, look, I am a disabled veteran, it just didn't, and it's effective prior to the loan, they should refund you. So that's just kind of a little side note. So that's an important benefit, though, for you as a disabled veteran, a new benefit for veterans that pops up when you become a disabled veteran. Now, also, what will happen now is you should be, if you own a home, you should be checking your state. Every state is different, right? For example, Texas, if you are a 100% rated veteran, they waive all your taxes. And if you're less than 100%, they'll do a kind of a cascading type of a reduction. For California, there's either 100% or nothing, right? So if you're 100%, they will waive a portion of your taxable real estate amount, approximately $170 or so. $170,000 of the value of the home. So it's not much, but it's better than nothing. So every state is different. Georgia, if you're 100%, all the way waived. So there's a bunch of states that are like that. I'm not going to go through everything because every state is different. And eventually I will get around, I promise, to doing the state by state by state and just create a playlist of all the states' benefits. But you should absolutely check with your state and see what benefits come from your state. The real estate tax exemption is a big one. Your motor vehicle, your Department of Motor Vehicles or whatever it's called in your state, may offer some sort of benefit to you as a disabled veteran. If you're applying to a job, you may get a higher preference point awarded to you as a disabled veteran. For example, if you were to apply to a federal job and you are greater than 30% rated with the VA, you get a 10% veterans preference, which is outstanding, right? Same thing with state jobs. State jobs will offer different sort of benefits depending on what state you're at, as far as preference points are concerned. So that's just another important thing to look at. Again, depending on the range of your rating, right, your state may offer free state park passes. Now, I know that in some states you're going to have off-road parks as well. These off-road parks are typically handled by the state, or at least in a few states that I know of, and your state park pass will then work there. So if you have a dirt bike or quad or what have you, or you like to off-road, if there's a state off-road park, this is a way you can get into those facilities for free. In addition to all the other state parks, your hunting and fishing licenses, those types of things. Check in on that. I know that it's not a lot of money, but hey, it adds up as you start to do this. And also look at your national park passes. See what's out there for that. Depending on, I know that it used to be 100% rated, but now I'm not sure if it changed. I got mine a while back. You also want to take a look at your rating, because if you're over 30%, you need to make sure that you're adding your dependents. So your dependents can be added at 30% or higher. So if you have a spouse or children or parents that you're taking care of that could qualify as dependents, you want to make sure you add those right away, so that way you can bring in additional funding from the VA for those dependents. Very important. Another thing that opens up, and I'm just kind of spitballing off the top of my head, right? So please, this is not all exhaustive list. If you have anything else that you want to chime in that you know about, put it in the comments, right? This is about us. This is just basically, the way I view these is it's like a little forum for a topic. So this is the topic. Then you can put in, right, comments on other things, whether it's your state or federal stuff that's available. So with that, there's another one that you qualify for, or you're eligible for, as soon as you become essentially a disabled veteran, right? You can't qualify for it until you hit that threshold. And it is the VOC Rehab. Well, it used to be VOC Rehab. Now it's VRNE, which is Veteran Readiness and Employment. And Veterans Readiness and Employment is really an employment program by the VA, but oftentimes, more than not, probably, 95% of the time, they are prescribing for your employment needs education. So it kind of is a pseudo-educational program, and if you have any post-9/11 GI Bill remaining, even if it's 1 month's worth, they will pay you that post-9/11 GI Bill rate while you're through the program. So if you have to be in the VRNE program for 12 months or 24 months or 36 months or however long, they will mirror what you would have gotten from post-9/11 GI, regardless of how much you have remaining. So they just mirror it, they don't use it, which is great. Now, if you don't have post-9/11, that's fine. They will still pay for your schooling, and they will pay you out a monthly stipend of around $1,000, depending on your circumstances, full-time, children, spouse, that type of stuff. So that's a great benefit. Another benefit that opens up that people don't really think of as a benefit, but I do, is once you become a disabled veteran, that is the doorway into the VA healthcare system, which is obviously free. And for most of us, you might have to pay like a small copay for prescriptions or something, or if you're seen on the lower ratings. Once your rating gets to a certain percentage, which this is a whole other video that I should do. So once you're over a certain percentage rating with the VA, then you can be seen for anything, and it just doesn't even matter. And once you're at 100%, you could be seen for everything, right? So dental is kind of the one that is usually the hardest one to get to. Eyes, getting eyes checked, that type of stuff. But if you're a 10% rated for your knee, for example, and that's all you have, you can be seen for free for your knee. Anything for your knee is free, as much work as they want to do. They want to do $500,000 surgery, we'll just say, Bionic Man, then that's what it is. And it's all going to be free because that's your service-connected condition. If you get seen for other things, you might have a small copay. You might have to pay for prescriptions, that type of stuff. But once your rating gets higher, then it just opens up to everything, kind of carte blanche, right? Just go for what you want, be seen for whatever you need to be seen for. So the VA healthcare system, in order to get into the VA healthcare system, there's a list of probably, 10 different qualifiers, and that's on the Form 1010. So you need to complete a Form 1010 after you become a disabled veteran in order to get enrolled into the VA healthcare system if you're not already. Now, again, there's like 10 different categories, right, that you can use to get into the healthcare system. But the primary driver is service-connected disabilities. That is by far the most common way that people get connected into the VA healthcare system. So with that, I'll go ahead and end it there. Just want to open up your eyes a little bit to new benefits that open up to you as a disabled veteran. And with that, we'll go ahead and conclude it. Thanks so much. I really appreciate you. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.